Hey everyone, it's the interview queen Alicia Atu right here on your screens to let you know to check out Warriors of Wrestling. And while you're at it, why not hit the notification bell, and subscribe because they drop amazing content all the time. Until next time.
This next match is a street fight. Introducing to you first. Weighing tonight at 200 pounds, there's Michael Massacre.
Wait a moment. Oh! We're not going to wait for the bell here. Chris Steeler jumping Michael Massacre on the outside. Michael Massacre has been impersonating Chris Steeler for months here at Warriors of Wrestling. Last month, there's the bell. Last month, a quick match as Michael Massacre got the best of Chris Steeler on the outside. And I am joined for this match by referee Chris Levin. How you doing, Rob? I'm doing great here at Extreme Heat Warriors of Wrestling. Talk to me a little bit about how a referee can even maintain control in a match like this, a street fight here at the Fun Station.
You know, not very easily. It's called a street fight for a reason. There are no rules just about. I mean, as an official, you're there, you have to balance things. You're a balancer. You're an equalizer. It's about, on one hand, you know, you want to let these things happen. You want to not impede on it. But at the same time, you know, you're a human being. You don't want to see these guys literally kill each other, or even, you know.
But when you look at the last few months from Chris Steeler's perspective, the work that he has put in to build his name here at Warriors of Wrestling and around all of wrestling, and to have some creepy little bastard take your name, to take your identity, to come out in your tights that he stole, to stalk him at the gym like he did. I can't imagine the frustration that goes in when someone essentially besmirches your name, takes your identity, single white females you, but instead, it's this weird little kid from New Jersey, Michael Massacre.
You know, Rob, as a referee, I need to be impartial, but I'll hand it to you. It's weird. It's very strange.
Chris Steeler throwing haymakers at Michael Massacre. The crowd chants along.
This is another situation as a referee. It's like, you know, you're supposed to back him off the ropes, and here he's tied up. He can't even defend himself. It's, you know, you want to stop the match, but he just...
Oh,
Jesus!
A handful of chain, and Michael Massacre could be down. But Chris Steeler has other ideas, wedging that chair in the turnbuckle.
It's very fortunate that Russ Ryan's in there. He's the senior official of Warriors of Wrestling. He has a lot of experience, and he's in there. It's a hard call. It's a hard call when to call it and when not to.
I mean, there are no... I mean, I don't know much about the street, I will admit. And, you know, from the looks of you... Oh, wait, come on.
You're telling me that you don't know much about the streets?
I'll say that. I know where the streets are. But, oh! Chris Steeler eats that steel chair. I'll say this, I don't know much about the streets. That is true. You look at me, I don't think you say street very often. And from the looks of you, I don't know if you do either. But last I knew, there were no referees in the street.
And see, look at this. You see, actually right across the throat.
Asking, I suppose, politely. But Michael Massacre does not have to listen.
You know, there was an official back in the day from the 70s and 80s, Tommy Young, considered one of the best officials of all time. And even hardcore matches, street fights like this, he would still do the 5 count. Not because they actually enforce anything, he was just trying to do his best to have any kind of control. He goes for a cover.
Our first pin of the match, 2. Only 2. Chris Steeler back up with that crutch.
I guess he has a lot of fighting spirit in reserve for this match. He's building up over months and months of torment.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, Michael Massacre has been stalking him. He's been impersonating him. Chris Steeler finally, in somewhat of a fair fight, has an opportunity to get his hands on him. Oh! Michael Massacre now suplex over that garbage can.
It just crushes the garbage can. They're both down.
Yeah, both men down. Oh, Michael Massacre Able to get that chain. Wrestling on his own
intent
fist.
in mind for Michael Massacre. Is he just, in the eyes and face.
Rubbing it into the forehead, the face, the eyes, the nose of Chris Steeler. Maybe rearranging his face an attempt to make him a little more ugly, just like he is.
This is going a lot further than just winning a match. This is talking about ending a career, damaging a life.
You have to wonder if Michael Massacre thinks if he can take Chris Steeler out of wrestling, then he can become Chris Steeler.
Oh yeah, if he can usurp his role, which it's weird. It really is.
Well, now this is a baseball bat to Chris Steeler, directly to the spine. And Chris Steeler looks like he's
bleeding.
He's busted open here. Look at that, rubbing that chain into his forehead has opened up Chris Steeler.
Oh! DDT right on the. Oh, he's up.
He's up and he's down.
Right back down. Right
Yeah,
back down.
that's
Call that Victor Rowe.
Crowd behind Chris Steeler here. It's Michael Massacre a knee to the throat, and Chris Steeler having to fight off.
The fans are rallying behind Chris Steeler. And it's funny how the most last man to shoot for this one. I think they're the ones who really got it into Michael Massacre's head
That he could be Chris Steeler?
I mean, you heard the chants for weeks and months going up. This mini Steeler.
Well, I mean, the resemblance, Michael Massacre changing his look a little bit, the resemblance was uncanny for a period of time. Chris Steeler, a little uncomfortable with Michael Massacre calling him a mini Steeler himself. And then, and now, I mean, what it's ended up with is this match, this street fight here in Staten Island at the Fun Station.
And he's looking for all types of plunder he can get.
Oh, that is, oh my. If I were not Chris Steeler showing the crowd, I would describe it, but this is somewhat of a family program.
Our Jewish mothers would be so upset if they saw this right now, Rob.
Oh! Ringing the bell, so to speak, literally and figuratively, of Michael Massacre.
Yes, sir.
I have to wonder if this is what Michael Massacre wanted when he essentially decided to become Chris Steeler. What he needs to realize is that if he wants to be Chris Steeler, he has to wrestle like Chris Steeler. He has to fight like Chris Steeler. And what he's experiencing right now is what Chris Steeler fights like.
Well, you got to hand it to Massacre. He's bringing it. Going to himself right there, Rob.
Bringing a chair to his face.
Oh! Drove it into his face.
A kick and both men are down.
And you know, this might be a street fight, but if both men are unable to answer the count, the match can't go on all night.
If both men are down, if both men cannot continue, this match goes to a no contest. But Chris Steeler looks like he's stirring first.
It goes, that's life.
Both men to their knees, trading blows now. The creepy little bastard and wrestling's man of steel, the only man of steel in wrestling.
That's just not nice.
Trading blows. And now, Michael Massacre. I will say, without my glasses, I would think almost, with men with similar looks, that these are two doppelgangers.
Big Larry and another, taking him down.
Taking Michael Massacre apart as Chris Steeler eats the knee, and now, big leg sweep on that chain.
And Steeler's feeling it, he's up. He's calling for it.
Calling for the super kick. One, I know Dallas to kick the head off of Michael Massacre, but
They caught it.
attempts one of his own for Massacre.
Big spine buster takes it down for the count.
1, 2, only a 2. Steeler on Steeler is what Michael Massacre would want you to think here tonight.
Steeler on Steeler hate crime.
The crowd calling for tables. Not sure if they're going to get their tables tonight.
You gotta hit the Massacre.
Wait a second.
Oh,
Wait a moment.
that would be a table.
Looks like Chris Steeler has a touch of wood.
He's probably not the only person in that match with it.
Hey now.
Hey, cut it out, sir.
Chris Steeler setting up the table. Michael Massacre stirring to his feet. Looks like he's a little out. It's almost like Hanukkah at the Blatt household. Everyone's fighting around the table. Here we go. Michael Massacre now has Chris Steeler, who is still bleeding from the forehead here.
Oh, he's got him hooked.
Looking for a superplex here onto the table. Again, everything legal in this Staten Island Street Fight. Precarious position. What is he thinking? Chris Steeler looks like he might have. Look at the location of the table. One, two, three. Unbelievable. The amount that Chris Steeler had to jump with Michael Massacre to hit that table, absolutely enormous. A big win for Chris Steeler over that creepy little bastard, Michael Massacre, here at Extreme Heat.
Hey playa, this is the Josh Speaks and you're watching Warriors of Wrestling, the best independent wrestling company across the entire country. So hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell so you can know whenever they post a new wrestling video. As always, love and peace.